Everyone's always talking about the fastest cars, but we wanted to know which ones are the slowest cars to 60 miles an hour. And just because they're slow doesn't mean they're bad cars. They might have really good fuel economy and they're all really affordable to buy. So here are the top 10 slowest cars to 60 miles an hour. Coming in at number 10 is the Honda HR-V. That car is powered by a 1.8-liter four-cylinder engine with 141 horsepower and 127 pound-feet of torque, and that gets it to 0 to 60 in 9.3 seconds. Coming up next is the Chevrolet Trax. The front-wheel drive model manages to hit 60 miles an hour from a standstill in 9.3 seconds, so it actually ties with the Honda. It's powered by a 1.4-liter turbocharged four-cylinder with 138 horsepower and 148 pound-feet of torque. Coming up next is the Nissan Versa Note. The Note takes 9.5 seconds to do the 60 mile an hour sprint, which can be attributed to its 1.6-liter four-cylinder engine with 109 horsepower and 107 pound-feet of torque. Tied with the Versa is the Toyota Corolla. The Corolla has a 1.8-liter four-cylinder under the hood with 132 horsepower and 128 pound-feet of torque. Next up is the Nissan Sentra. It's actually in a three-way tie for 6th place. It's powered by a 1.8-liter four-cylinder engine with 130 horsepower and 128 pound-feet of torque. Next up is the Jeep Patriot. The 4x4 automatic model with the 2.4-liter four-cylinder engine has 172 horsepower and 165 pound-feet of torque. There's also a Patriot available with a smaller 2-liter engine, so chances are that model is even slower, but the Patriot will be discontinued after this year. The next slowest car is unsurprisingly the Smart for 2. With a 0.9-liter turbocharged three-cylinder engine under the hood, making just 89 horsepower and 100 pound-feet of torque, it's little surprise that the Smart for 2 is one of the slowest cars to 60 miles an hour. It takes a whole 10.2 seconds to get there. And tied with the Smart car is the little Toyota Yaris. The Yaris also takes 10.2 seconds to get to 60 miles an hour, and it's powered by a 1.5-liter four-cylinder engine with 106 horsepower and 103 pound-feet of torque. The second slowest car on our list is the Subaru Crosstrek. Under the hood, it has a 2-liter flat four-cylinder engine with 148 horsepower and 145 pound-feet of torque. Taking a whole 10.3 seconds to get to 60 miles an hour, it is just a smidgen slower than the Smart car, which is hilarious. I didn't think that was possible. And the dubious honor for the absolute slowest car available today is the Mitsubishi Mirage G4. It has an automatic transmission and a 1.2-liter three-cylinder engine under the hood, and it takes a crawling 12.8 seconds to get to 60 miles an hour. It makes more sense when you realize that the power plant only provides 78 horsepower and 74 pound-feet of torque. To put that into perspective, that's even slower than the Toyota Prius C, which does the sprint in 10.9 seconds. Thanks for watching our video of the top 10 slowest cars, and make sure you subscribe so you never miss one of our videos.